Your phone dies at 20% right when you need it most. Frustrating, right? What if I told you 7 tiny changes, most taking under a minute, can double the time between charges? Stick around. In the next few minutes, I'll show you 7 tested fixes that actually stop battery drain on both Android and iPhone. No gimmicks. No apps that pretend to help. These are real, practical tweaks and habits you can apply right now. I'll explain why each one works and how much time it takes. By the end, you'll have an immediate checklist to keep your phone alive all day. Let's start with the single tweak that often gives the biggest immediate boost. First, enable your phone's built-in battery saver or adaptive battery mode. On Android, this throttles background activity for apps you don't use. On iPhone, low power mode cuts background refresh and visual effects. Then go deeper. Check which apps are allowed to run in the background and disable background app refresh for anything non-essential. Why it works? Background apps constantly wake the CPU and ping networks. And that tiny repeated work adds up fast. Your screen is usually the #1 power hog. Turn down brightness or enable adaptive auto brightness so the phone adjusts to light. If your phone has a variable refresh rate, switch from 120 Hz or 90 Hz down to 60 Hz for everyday use. Only enable high refresh when gaming. On iPhone, keep True Tone on if you prefer, but lower brightness for long battery life. Why it works? Pixels and refresh cycles burn power. GPS, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi chips drain battery when left scanning. Turn off precise location access for apps that don't need it, and set location access to while using instead of always. Turn Bluetooth off when not using earbuds and let Wi-Fi manage connections. Don't keep Bluetooth or hotspot on all day. Use airplane mode in low signal areas because searching for a weak signal is a power killer. Open your battery settings and look for apps using the most power. If an app you rarely open sits at the top, force close it and check permissions. Some apps reawaken frequently to check servers. Uninstall or restrict anything suspicious, and replace heavy apps with lighter web alternatives where possible. Why it works? A single misbehaving app can drain as much as the screen. Keep apps and the OS updated. Patches often fix battery bugs. Also, enable any optimized charging feature your phone has. iPhone's optimized battery charging and Android equivalents slow the final charge stage overnight to reduce wear. Why it works? Software fixes reduce accidental wake locks, and optimized charging reduces long-term capacity loss. Push notifications wake your phone repeatedly. Turn off non-essential notifications and set email to fetch less often, or switch to manual fetch for lesser accounts. For messaging, keep only the essential threads pushing through. Why it works? Every push is a wake event that uses CPU, network, and sometimes the screen. Don't constantly ride the battery from 0% to 100%. Aim to keep it between roughly 20% and 80% when convenient, and avoid leaving it plugged at 100% all night if you can. Use the manufacturer recommended charger or a quality equivalent. Cheap chargers can overheat and stress the battery. If your phone supports slow or optimized charging, prefer that overnight. Why it works? Extremes and heat accelerate chemical wear. If you do just 3 things right now, turn on low power adaptive modes, lower brightness, and disable background refresh for non-essential apps, you'll usually see a noticeable improvement immediately. Add optimized charging and smarter notifications and you'll stretch battery health across months. Quick myth bust. Closing all apps doesn't usually save battery. The system manages background apps better than manual killing. And full discharge cycles no longer help modern lithium batteries. They prefer partial cycles. If you tried one of these and it worked, comment below which one saved you the most time. Want a step-by-step video showing where each setting is on both Android and iPhone? Hit like and subscribe, and I'll make that next. Also, I pinned a checklist in the description you can screenshot and use daily. To recap, adaptive battery saver, lower brightness refresh rate, manage connections, stop rogue apps, keep software updated, reduce push frequency, and charge smart. Small changes, big impact. Keep your phone alive and stop losing time hunting for a charger. Thanks for watching. Battery life is absolutely reclaimable. Like, share, and smash that subscribe button. See you in the next video.